In this crash course, you're going to learn how to use Google Bard. Google Bard is very similar to ChatGPT, so if you have watched that section, this is going to be somewhat repetitive. It's just the format of the tool is a little bit different, and also a couple of the functions that I'll mention in the following minutes, basically. But you can just go to bard.google.com and sign in with your Google account. Up until now, it has been sort of a beta waitlist thing, but I believe now anyone can access it if they have a Google account, but that might not be true for every single country. Once you log in, you will see something that looks like this. On the right hand side, you have your prompt box. You also have a microphone if you want to use that to just do it via voice. You have a dark theme, which is pretty cool too. That's a little bit easier on the eyes, so I'm going to switch to that for now. You have your past Bard activity over on the left-hand side, support, etc. It still notes that there might be some mistakes or things in unfactual results, so you have to be aware of that. Currently, it's just text responses, similar to ChatGPT, but they are adding an option for an image creator and also a tool where you could submit images as part of your prompts. So let's just do a basic one. Make a list of 10 toddler craft ideas. This is great for me personally to help me take care of my kids, or if I was blogging, writing an article, creating a video about craft ideas. And it pops up here with our option. A couple of differences that you will notice with Google Bard is that it has a draft option or version option. So here at the top, there's multiple drafts. So there's actually 3 that pop up for every prompt. And you can also regenerate right from here. So it keeps it a little bit cleaner. If you're using the 3.5 version of ChatGPT, you won't have all of the formatting that Google Bard results in. GPT-4 is pretty good with bullet points and lists and numbering and things like that. But Google Bard already, for the free version, it comes back with nice formatting, bullet points, outlines, and things like that. So this is pretty cool. It comes out with great ideas. Down below too, you can either say it's a good response, bad response. You can also export it, which is very cool. In ChatGPT, you just have to currently just copy and paste the text. But here we can export to an email or to Google Docs, which is super cool. The other thing you can do is click Google it, and it will open up a search for this idea. And here you can just find directly from Google Bard their search results and go kind of compare notes if you want, or if you want to just kind of use it in conjunction with your regular search. Similar to ChatGPT, we can then prompt it for our next text that we want. Write a 5-minute video on the first craft. And so because it's AI, it's smart enough to know, like, we don't have to specify paper plate donuts. It will know what we mean by that first craft. So here it comes back sort of with more of an outlined version of the video. So it has the introduction, the materials needed, the instructions, some ideas for variations, and a conclusion. It also gives some tips for what you might want to include in this video, which is kind of cool too. We could also prompt it from the beginning with this idea. So we could say, write a 5-minute script for a video teaching kids how to make paper plate donuts. Make it fun and exciting. The audience is parents of young kids, as well as kids ages 3 to 7. So when you're writing your prompts, you remember, you're not just asking for the content you want, but you're asking for the style that you want it to come back in. You're telling it the audience that it's writing for. And this is what we call prompt engineering, changing the prompt to get exactly what you want from it. So Google Bard doesn't do as good as what ChatGPT 4 comes back as. It's very similar to that earlier prompt, but what it does, it gives us some additional ideas for lines that you might want to say throughout your video. Can you make a donut with sprinkles? Can you make a donut that looks like a cat? So that's kind of fun. It lets us do a little bit more of the work than just doing it all for us, but it's very, very thorough as well. So this is a great tool for sort of making your job easier, but not doing it all for you. We could take this paper plate donut and change up the prompt. Write a 500-word article about this craft. And then we could paste that. And here it has written that out in more of an article format with instructions, tips, ideas for making the paper plate donut even more fun, and it kind of concludes it. And always make sure to check out the variations. You can kind of combine the different variations to get exactly what you were looking for, or there might be one that's in a different format that is more of what you were imagining. So that's how you use Google Bard. Currently, I find ChatGPT to be a bit more advanced, but we know that Google Bard has the Google name and company behind it, and it's only going to get better and better and better. So I wouldn't write it off yet, but at the time of recording, I would do most of my work with ChatGPT 3.5 or 4 if you are a paying plus member. I just find it to be a bit better. But hopefully in this crash course, it helps you understand some of the capabilities of Google Bard. The other thing that Google Bard has that ChatGPT doesn't have yet is it's connected to the internet. So what I could do, sorry for keeping you for just a second, but I wanted to mention, you can type in things like, what are the top 5 restaurants in Claremont, California, where I live? And it will give it real-time results based off of current data. So it knows, it looks at different review sites and probably Google reviews as well, and it will come back with these results. And ChatGPT, since it's not currently connected to the internet, does not do that. However, as I've mentioned, they are doing that currently. They're planning to connect ChatGPT to the internet, and so current reviews and internet information will be used in its responses very, very soon. But that is one win, I guess, for Google Bard at this current moment. All right, I hope you enjoyed this crash course, and we will see you in another lesson. Bye.